Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'm pleased to welcome you back to the slightly extended hiatus that was onset by a very unfortunate and sudden change of health in Paper Mario Color Splash, where I believe the last time we left off led us to saving our good friend Bluey here from Fort Cobalt, in which case we ended up bringing some life and color back to the dead and colorless sea. So life is going to be good for us. Off screen, I think I had ended up doing some inventory management, but before we end things off here in the town, we are going to go over to the post office and see if we've got any mail. How's that sound, Mr. Toadman? Because I think you got something for me. Hello, Mario. Thanks to you, we were finally able to get our long-awaited tea party at the hotel. Yeah, a little late on the ticket there, buddy. We're going to ascend to a higher plane of existence now. Eternally yours, the Tea Party Toads. That's all they've been delegated to. Wow, okay, that was nice of them. Oh, nice. So they sent me a thank you note. I wonder why they were so fussy about their tea party. Okay, so we got a question mark in the corner there. That's essentially the help manual. Apparently the game thinks we have no idea what we're doing right now, so it's just going to be flashing that up. But if you ever need help deciding what we need to do in more instruction booklet terms, you can click the green instruction manual when it comes up, or speak to the green toad parading near the entrance of the town here, and he'll bring you straight over there. But since we don't really have any need for that, let's talk to these gossiping toads and see if they could possibly help us do something else in our journey besides going to the obvious sea. Hey, did you hear about the train? Apparently it's been stuck near Kawano Temple for ages. Wait, what's the hold on problem with the train? Well, whoops about that. Let's go deal with that, shall we? Because there's also one minor splotch of paint that I missed while we were there, and for some reason I didn't think we could get that then at that moment in time, but we can. I was just a dummy and didn't think to, so let's go over there and hopefully see what's going on, because the train, the last time we saw it was in Marmalade Valley, so that's kind of interesting. Huh. Alright, well, let's go head over to Kawano and see what all the fuss is about. It's kind of interesting that they decided to take the one that was meant to go to pasture and then brought it all the way over here. But I guess if it's stuck like this, then yeah, they don't seem to be very happy. Check it out, in front of the destroyed train tracks. We've got ourselves the Blue Rescue Squad leader and the engineer toad, who still has not cleaned up. What do you want? Okay. Sorry, I'm just ticked off about the situation with the tracks. Yeah, as one would be, considering they've been destroyed and you have a giant train right behind you. This is a real soup sandwich. Who would do this? Who doesn't like trains? Anyway, I've got a passenger cart back there full of hungry toads who've been waiting far too long. Well, you know, skipping breakfast and lunch just so you can gorge at dinner isn't exactly the road to healthy eating. If I get my hands on the numbskull who destroyed my track, oof, very unhappy. The kind of scum who would do this is beyond redemption, don't you agree, Mario? Well, about that. I mean, let's not jump to conclusions, you know. I'm sure they have had a perfectly valid reason for doing this. For example, maybe he just wanted to see what would happen if he smacked a rickety column with his hammer. But anyways, what's done is done. The only thing we can do now is clean up the mess. Also, did you see that really cool trick I could do with my mouth where I just whistle and it sounded like a thing? Blue Rescue Squad leader at your service, as he makes his cordial introduction. But as you probably know by now, they're a bit unorganized. We'll blame upper management because we all know that shit rolls uphill. That's how that goes, right? So if you see any of my 23 blue squatties in the yellow district, tell them to meet them here. Good thing, will do. And I think they most certainly are there, so anyways, deep breaths. We'll take care of this track soon. I have no idea how we're gonna do it, but I have a feeling we'll find out a way. So let's go grab that one paint splotch that I missed, and yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I just one of those other things where I was just like, we're probably gonna be fine, but we're just gonna go ahead and make some of those appear. And I could have sworn I did this, but apparently I did not. So there we go, all colored in, and we're good to go. Let's go to the world map and return to Port Prisma for one minor detour. I don't think they have all been, like, together there. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I don't think we can do that yet, because this will actually lead us to the place beyond the next big paint star that we need to collect. So we'll do that a little bit later. And we're going to head to the sea. Do I even have a way to get there? I do. And this area is actually kind of cool in the sense that it's all kind of congregated in this little corner. So without further ado, let's enter the Violet Passage and potentially head out to sea for some awesome seafaring adventures. And this is probably one of the worst levels I could have possibly just not have been prepared for. You know, I kind of miss this place. I mean, not really, because we're just going to be leaving here just as soon as we re-entered, but that's okay. I just really hope that I didn't miss any white spots. Oh, okay. Apparently that was my phone. Anyways, before I forget, we're going to head over here and collect this question block that I have been egregiously avoiding for the past several episodes and get the item that we deserved. It's a blaze hammer. Perfect. It's usually a spin jump, so thank God that was something different this time. Anyways, let's move forward now that the color has been returned to the sea despite the lack of Manchester to be found in sight, and we will hopefully set sail to some very interesting adventures, which, like I mentioned before, might be a little bit difficult considering that it's been a while since I've played it, so we'll see where it goes. It might actually be more enjoyable to watch that way. As we enter the ship that we saved, how's it going? It's Mario! You're goddamn right it is. Thank you for restoring the color to the sea, Mario. Well, you know, it just kind of seemed like the right thing to do at the time. I mean, I couldn't bring it upon myself to avoid doing that. But yeah, also thanks to us, the captain was able to return safely. Apparently, you just can't walk on colorless water, but check it out. It's the captain we saved. Look at him. Oh my god. So ye be this Mario, eh? Yeah, I guess so. Mario who saved this vessel, me crew, and yours truly. Yeah, be the one and only. Wish I could give you a reward, but my thanks will have to do. I owe you one. Well, you just gave me a thanks. That's all I needed, sir. Don't mention it, Captain. Your ship should be able to set sail now that the color has been restored to the sea. Whereabouts are you headed? The captain and us crew are about to venture into the great unknown, aka the ocean. So no, they're searching for a certain island said to be located somewhere in the Violet Isles. Interesting. Fortune Island, a mythical place that hides a cache of legendary riches, as well as copious amounts of bankrupts, stocks, as well as chance dives. Yeah, the Violet Isles might have a lot of nooks and crannies, and somewhere that might also hold some paint stars. So I think it'd be in our best interest to head off with you guys. However, it'd be a treacherous journey. To get there, we gotta cross the Lost Sea. Well, I do believe that by bringing color to it that we found it, but alright. But how does one cross it? No one knows. They say it'd be impossible to navigate that the mist drive men mad. No soul has ever returned. Sounds like fun, but sure there's some paint stars out there. Let's let our greed sweep us off our feet and send us out into the great unknown. Get on your meat and let me know what you find. So fortunately, all of the clues that we need in order to traverse this so-called Lost Sea will be hidden down under the deck, which is going to be good for us, and I hope the last 5% of what we needed. And hey, check it out. It's a chest that apparently has been devoid of all color, but that should hopefully be it. I hope so. Alright, let's see what we've got in here. Actually, no, we're going to do this in order. Screw that. Okay, so we are looking for pages of a diary. First one be found here behind this tapestry, and let's see what it says. We're going to be reading these a lot. We got day 1 journal entry. Day 1. We turned after the smiling mushroom. Did some kind of legendary caption write on that scrap of paper? That seems a bit kind of atrocious, right? Okay, so you can check the contents again on the item screen in the menu. Thank you so much for letting me know. What about this? I want this one. Day 3 journal. Well, whoops. Day 3, we angered the mushroom today, and things took a starboard turn for the better. I always say starboard, why? And then in here, this is where, here we go. Oh my god, it's a blue Toad number 1 of the Blue Rescue Squad reporting for duty. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to my captain in Kawano Temple. There you go. Alright, see you later. And that might have been the last Toad. Or something. Maybe we'll find one on Violet Isles, who knows. Alright, we'll collect this by falling and slipping on it. Day 2. I'm feeling good today. I was able to even get 170 points. Ooh, yeah, there's gonna be a couple of retries here. Oh, God. It's gonna be like my first time playing it all over again. Hey, check it out. What is this, day 4? Alright, the coins showed us the way, possibly because we collected more than 25. God, these are just so cryptic. Also, check it out. It's a battery. We're gonna go and steal it, and we'll be good. Let me think. What do we need? Okay, so, spoilers, this is going ahead like 20 episodes, but make sure that before you take off on your voyage, unless you want to do some backtracking, to have the camera with you, the Polaroid camera, and then life will be good and happy for us. And wow, that didn't nail me in the face, because that's actually the one thing that's required for the boss. So, day 5 journal. An unnatural mist has descended. We have no choice but to trust the direction that the needle points. Speaking of needles and pointing in directions, let's go squeeze this thing as well. This is good-ass compass. God. Remember when I was younger, I used to love, like, little handheld compasses like that. I thought they were so cool. Even though I used to have one and it was broken, but it always pointed, like, southwest or something really random. I was like, God damn it, this is useless. But that's it. We have all 5 pages of the Legendary Captain's Journal, and nothing else in here, I believe. So, except to knock over the trash bin that people apparently are too lazy to put plastic bags over. And let's go head upstairs and see if the captain deems it necessary for us to continue on what little nonsense we have managed to occur. Ahoy, mate, you find anything in the cabin? Yeah, just a couple of day journeys that will apparently be recited to us again. Blimey, where'd you find this? Been searching for this thing forever. I'd be missing a page from the Legendary Captain's Journal. Sweet. So it looks like he already had the journal, but he was missing the first 5 pages, so you might want to see an optometrist. Who's this Legendary Captain? That's a pretty impressive title, I know, right? That'd be awesome. He's the greatest captain who's ever lived, one that all other captains admire. No homo. He's the only captain to ever make it to Fortune Island. How do you know that? Nobody's ever came back. Yeah, whatever. Yep, only his ship came back. They found the captain's journal on this very ship, but the first 5 pages were missing. Cool. And of course they'd be the pages that was detailing his crossing. And I use the word detail very loosely because it's literally a single sentence. It didn't say how he did it. So we found the journal that'll help us cross through the Lost Sea. So let's go ahead and continue, shall we? We found all of the pages, so no need to worry about that. Day 2, getting 70 points. All right, got it. And day 3, all right, angered the mushroom and took a starboard turn for the better. It's just weird, starboard. It's unnatural. All right, and then journal 4, 25 coins, and the 5th one is follow the needle. So we got it. We got it. All right. Whoa, blow me down. That's all 5 journal entries. So that means we can cross the Lost Sea now, right? I hope so. In theory. Just as the legendary captain once said, so shall sail to Fortune Island. God, 20 minutes in the recording and I can't even speak. Raise the mainsail. Fortune and paint stars await. We're all gonna die. That be the spirit. Yeah, about that. Let's do that. We'll just keep repeating ourselves. And fortunately, Mario gets to steer the ship, so hooray! Oh wait, do I have to do this now? No, I don't. They want me to raise the flag. Isn't that what you said? Yes, I'm ready to set sail. Anchors away! Hooray! Great. We be off. Set a course for Lost Sea. Blasted, there be no wind in our sails. Not much we can do about that. We be needing to wait for the perfect breeze. Great, well, I know a thing or two about making wind come out of nowhere, and it's not because I'm a fat Italian plumber. Let's go ahead and do this that's been teasing us for all this long. Go and cut that out. It's been a while since we've had to insert a card anywhere, isn't it? Get out of here, you conspicuous piece of sky. And we will go and use all the way to the left. Here we go. The fan. Excellent. This won't seem unnatural or spooky to anyone at all.